Hello viewers, grace and peace be multiplied to you. You are welcome to this week's numeracy lesson. This week, our strand is data, substrand, chart and graph. So we are going to talk about chart and then graph. So our objective for this week is constructing and interpreting concreting graphs and pictograph. Constructing and interpreting concreting graphs and pictograph. Last week we talked about data collection and tally chart. So this week we are going to talk about graph. So our keywords are concrete, graph, pictograph. Concrete, graph, pictograph. So our first graph that we are going to solve is concrete graph. What is concrete graph? A concrete graph is a graph in which the actual objects in the data are used. The actual object. So we have a cutout. An example is we have a cutout shape found in a bag. So with the concrete graph, you use the actual object. So the object that you use for the data, that is what you use for the graph. So we have the cutout shapes here. So we are going to sort them out and put them in this tally chart. Last week we talked about the tally chart. So we are going to count and sort out the shapes and put them in the chart. Sorry, the tally chart. So the first shape here is triangles. We are going to count out the triangles and then we tally it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 triangles. So we are going to put it at the tally chart. And I said last week that with the tally, when you are putting it, the stroke, the fifth stroke, you use it to cross the first 4. The fifth stroke, use it to cross the first 4. So we have 9 triangles here. So we put it in the tally chart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is how your 5 is going to be like. Then we continue with 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 triangles. So this is how the tally is supposed to look like. And then the number 9. Now we go to the next shape, that is circle. How many circles were cut out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 circles. Now I want to put it in the tally chart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You write your number. The last shape is the square. And we have how many squares here? 1, 2, 3. 3 squares. Now I want to put it in the tally chart. Then you write your number. So this is how you sort them out and put them in the tally chart. After that, you count every shape, then you count them all together, and then you write it for the total number. Or you add the numbers at the number part, and then you write the answer. So let's count the shapes together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 20 shapes were cut out and put in the bag. Now we are done with the tally chart. Then we go to the concrete graph. Now the concrete graph, we say what? The actual object. So we are going to use these objects, that the shapes, and put them in the graph form. Now how many triangles do we have here? You see the triangles, 9 triangles that were being cut out and found in the bag. So we are going to draw 9 triangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you draw 9 triangles. So the actual object that you use in the data, that is what you are going to use for the concrete graph. The next shape is circle. So the circle, we have 8 circles. So now once you draw 8 circles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you draw 8 circles. The next shape is a square. We see we have how many squares? 3. So you draw 3 squares. 1, 2, 3. The down ones are not part. They are just there to show you the type of shape that you are supposed to draw. So this is how a concrete graph is supposed to look like. The actual shape or the actual object, that is what you are supposed to use to draw the graph. Now we move to pictograph. In a pictograph, a uniform picture is used to represent the data instead of the objects themselves. A uniform picture is used to represent the data instead of the objects themselves. So like we did for the concrete graph, we use the actual object. By here, we are going to use a picture. We choose a picture for all the shape. So we are going to use the letter S to represent shape. So now, how many triangles do we have? We have 9 triangles. So we are going to use the letter S as our uniform picture. Write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is how your pictograph is going to look like. It's supposed to be uniform. Now how many circles do we have? We have 8 circles from the tally chart. Now once you draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 circles and square. 1, 2, 3. So with your pictograph, the picture is supposed to be uniform. With the concrete graph, you use the actual object. By here, you will pick a picture to represent the objects that you use for the data. Now let's come to the question. Which is more than circle? We know the number of circles that we have. That we have 8 circles. Now which of the shape is more than the circle? When we counted it, we have the triangle. For the triangle has the highest number for the tally chart. So you write what? The triangle. The second question here is, which shape is 5 less than circle? When you talk about less than, meaning you are supposed to subtract. Which of the shape here is 5 less than circle? Now we know the number for the circle is 8. So we have our 8 here. And 5 less than supposed to be. So this is how your answer is supposed to look like. 8 minus 5. 8 minus 5 will give you how many? 3. So you have your 8 here, or let's say your 8 here. So you take 5 out. So it's left with what? 3. 1, 2, 3. So this is 3. So which of the shape here is 3? It is the square. So which shape is 5 less than circle? It is the square, that is 5 less than what? Circle. So what have we learned today? We've learned about concrete graph and then pictograph. You say what? A concrete graph is a graph in which the actual objects in the data are used. The object or the picture in the data that you use, that is what you are going to use for your graph, like this. But for the pictograph, you pick a picture to represent the data or the object in the data. So like this is how your pictograph is supposed to look like. It's supposed to be uniform. The same thing that you do for the first object. You use that same shape or the same picture for everything. For the pictograph. So whenever you are given a graph, look for the name. So with the concrete, the actual object, pictograph, a picture to represent the actual object. This brings us to the end of our lesson. Thank you.